Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for more One Piece, the anime. Last episode, we left off with some Straw Hats throwing hands with some of the denizens of Thriller Bark here. Most notably, Usopp facing down Perona, and a really interesting back and forth. Sanji also going at it with Absalom. Fun series of episodes. So much so that I really just want to get into this to see where we left off and what we're going to get into next. So with that said, if you want to see the full-length reaction to these, or if you want to get early access, you do that all over on Patreon. This is a great way to support the channel. It helps us do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. On that also another way, let's get ready to hop into episode 361. Here we go. Yep. Dude, Usopp, when he locks in, he's so good. Watch the mask rattling right now. It's even shocked. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, that's what I figured it was. I mean, how's that really any different, really, than what he was saying? Right? God, I don't think she's catching up here. Wait, what? Wait, there's no way he missed. Oh, maybe he did miss. Oh no, it's a big one! Oh my, oh! God, while he's in here face first, she can move her body. Unless he hurries up before she returns to it. Shit. Like, it really was it a dud? Did it really miss, or was there something there that like blocked it? I have a hard time believing he missed. I mean, maybe because he was shaking and freaking out, maybe it was a little off, but I don't know. But she was also confused, so I guess, yeah. Yeah. When in doubt, bite. It's the Goku school of thought right there. And he's talking about your shadow. Oars out here. God, he wrecked all of them. Not surprised, though. Oh, he's looking for his pirate hat that he made. This is so dumb. He'll be the rotten king of the pirates. Get it? He's a corpse. Oh my god. That'd be rotten cool. Give me a cannon. I want to shoot it. I mean, if Zoro's freakish strength isn't one thing, this thing's probably even stronger too. And you put those together, I don't know if your hands are going to be enough. You might need more hands. I'm number one. Hello. They love putting Robin in that position. I mean, I get it. Man, they got the Sanji one, they got the Zorro one, they got Hogback and Sindri, and... Wait, no, that's it. Oh, God. What made them think to put Sanji's in this little guy? Hey, hold actually. They might be able to take advantage of them and their constant feuding. Maybe that's our little nerf that we need. He's missing a tooth. Just shove it in through the coin slot. Flick it! What are you doing wasting time? Such a handful, you say? Oh! Well, whoa, what the fuck? How did he? Yeah. Wait. All right. It's what Gecko said last episode. The more different they are than the bottom, the more like they are the original. But the longer they're in their new host, the less that remains true. So he's less Sanji now. When he was fresh, he was more Sanji. That sucks. But they were still bickering like they usually do. I guess it's just not enough. Yeah, we're fucked at the moment in our current configuration. Oh. Oh, it was just like a light switch for him. Oh, yeah, damn. Okay, it's worn off for all of them now, I guess. That sucks. We had an advantage when we could use those things against them. Not so much now. Uh-oh. Shit. I don't think anybody wants to, Usopp. Oh, God. Oh! Yo! King! Yes! Impact dial, bitch! I love that he's made such a good... Oh, yes! It all makes sense now. Bird Lime Star. Yes, Usopp! I'm so glad he is just... Dials are such a huge technology from Skypia. I'm glad that he's making use of them in every bit of his kit. Yep, all that he absorbed. Her reaction shots are great. Yep. That blast he just absorbed just dished straight out to your man. Yeah, there is that. I forgot about the recoil. Still, though, don't count him out. Yeah. Oh, get her. I love when Usopp just really again locks in. What the hell just happened? Oh! Oh, that is evil. That's the worst thing he could have done to her. And she can't move. When was he out there collecting cockroaches, though, by the way? Defeat her with her own fears. Oh my God, not this again. Wait, this was bigger than the last time, isn't it? I can't remember what it was. This is like what he did back in Alabasta. He's such a good actor. She might be so scared that the impact actually knocks her out, even without realizing that it was fake. The combination of all these different things riling up her and like overloading her system, or is she just gonna like snap back and be like, what the fuck was that? Yeah, she passed out. Yes. Good job, Usopp. I'm proud of you, man. Let's go. That's my superpower. Lying and negativity. Sleep till dawn. Dude. Usopp's the best when he actually can put his talents to work. Yeah, I forgot, what were they up to? Oh yeah, fuck, he's fighting Ryuma. What are you doing just using one sword, Zoro? Come on, lock in. What happened? It is not over. Oh, that's a haunting revelation. That's sick as hell, though. Yeah, Zoro wasn't giving it his all. He was one-swording this dude. His other ones were completely sheathed. Now, are we going to rewind and see like what led us to this point, or are we just going to pick up right there? What a crazy, I mean, I guess it all makes sense because, again, the reason these shadows are placed into these Marios is to make them more powerful, to combine them. An already powerful Mario and an already powerful shadow, combine them together, they're doubled, they're enhanced. So he's, you know, he was already fighting himself by having a shadow in him, and he wasn't relying on any part of what made him him, like the original body itself that got his shadow. And then relying upon both, he just like supplanted Zoro here into what he did, or what we didn't see at least. So like the entire time he had only ever been fighting Brook with the skills of his shadows while they were so equally matched. But in truth, if he was actually taking any of it seriously, he was like double what he could actually bring to the table. That's insane. And again, just kind of crazy with Brook potentially being our new crewmate or whatever, the person that we're helping out here. In that, again, Zoro's just, I mean, again, I guess it's not really that crazy because you have Usopp, you have Nami, you have Robin, who's in a very different light in the crew, and even Chopper. But like, you know, how I was going to say, I was like, it's crazy how far ahead as a swordsman Zoro is, in the way that he would be the one to really get involved in this fight and really push him to actually go past the 50% he was given it at best against Brook. But then again, you have Usopp, you have Nami. It's not like that. I guess in my head, I was like, oh, it's a new crewmate. He's got to be powerful, right? Not necessarily. It's not his repertoire though. But Usopp again, man, this whole thing with Perona, him just lucking out in the draw that her negativity can't affect him because he's just naturally always negative. That being his superpower in this fight was so good. And then turning it around on her with his little lies, with the impact dial, his utilization, and his lying in the way that she was also deceptive. It was just fun. It was a really fun, great matchup. And it again showcases what Usopp is capable of when he puts his mind to it. When he's in a situation where those things don't debilitate him. When he's also got an alter inside of him that's able to do some of this stuff as well, but like his analytical prowess. And yeah, he just crashed and overloaded her psyche. Didn't even physically beat her, but just overwhelmed her with fear, anxiety, dread from the cockroaches, the impending doom of the 10-ton hammer, and his ability to counteract everything she was throwing at him there at the end. He scared her to death. I mean, she didn't die, but she passed out. I mean, it was just cool, man. It was so cool. But again, you know, the longer this all drags out, the thing that I completely forgot about was that the longer that the shadows are in their hosts, the influences personality-wise of the shadow diminishes. Sanji is now able to kick women. Zoro, we haven't really seen that change all that much with this host. Though we did see him and the Sanji one, the penguin, getting into it like Zoro and Sanji would. And hell, even Oars out there gallivanting around wanting to play pirate has now locked in, dropped serious, and is now heading back. So that Luffyism, that playfulism, that I'm going to be the king of the pirates has now subsided. And now he's like, my master's going to be king of the pirates. So he's heading back to get back into the fray. So fun. Anyway, we got another one to get into. So let's get ready to hop into 362. Here we go. Yeah, we did rewind a little bit. It didn't translate or add like a subtitle to that opening thing with the 5, so I don't know what that actually said, but we rewound, thankfully. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a third sword yet, does he? I forgot about that. Right? Because the one is still eaten up. He hasn't replaced it. Or unless I'm forgetting. I think he said it's still destroyed. Still though, when he landed out there last episode, he had two sheathed swords. God damn. I love that crazed look on Zoro. Holy shit. That crazed look that Zoro gets. Holy hell. Wait, he immediately turned it up on Zoro. Oh, they didn't even see what he did yet. You nearly got me. Yeah, you're watching something completely different here, man. I mean, that's exactly what Zoro said. He recognized who he is. Swordbreaker assault. Whoa. I don't know if that was an artistic liberty there, or if his sword's actually bent. I think it was artistic liberty. They like got real noodly there for a second. Didn't know if that was an artistic thing or the result of whatever ability he was doing. No one's landed a blow yet, though. God, man. Did you both block? Or... God. Yeah, so they still didn't hit each other. Which makes me wonder if he had his third sword, if this would be a very different conflict at the moment. I mean, Zoro is fighting against his usual style. Brook, throw him your cane. Your cane sword. Give him something. The names, man. I love how they're swordsmen, but they're most of this fight so far has been blast. Oh! So Franky's getting in the mix. Now we're gonna let this be a straight up duel then? I mean, might as well. Or are they trying to get out of there? Okay, they were just trying to get out because they cut the support beams. They're just good like that. That's it. They're just that good. Zoro hasn't been pushed like this in a while, man. Not that I can recall. I mean, hell, even against CP9, I don't think he was pushed this far. Well, I mean, when they finally fought. When they got their shit stomped in on Water 7, that's a different story. Oh. Wait, is he... Oh, he attacked him while his swords were in. And I think is that when we... No, not yet. Oh, he dodged it. But now he's got the one sword like he had originally. Or when we saw him. Oh. What's gonna win out? Oh! Did they both get hit? Or... Yeah, yeah! Oh, that's why he was on fire! Zoro's attack. I thought it was some power-up of his. And now we're caught up. Oh? Oh, was that all he needed? To start with the episode of thinking like Zoro lost, but it was actually his victory is kind of wild. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. That means you got your shadow back then, right? Once this is all said and done and Zoro's got his new sword. Damn, Usopp got like 3.5 episodes. And Zoro was like, I'm here. We're done. Unless something happens. I hope he gave it to him. There it is. Aw. I like that. Brook is the first to get his shadow back, baby. Let's go. Aww. That's what a shadow does, but he hasn't had one in so long, so it makes sense. I get it. Oh, he's still up there on fire though. He's still standing. Okay, there we go. Wait, what the fuck does that mean? Wait, what? Why? What? Was it because it wasn't really him? He wasn't alive? So it's like, hey man, don't worry. I'm not gonna count it against your record since you were long since dead. Maybe that's it. Oh. What the hell? God, Usopp's crazy, man. The fact that Usopp is one of the first people to fight, like to end their fight, is crazy. I've been seeing a lot of comments, especially on my TikToks for this arc, saying, yeah, but nothing happened this arc. I don't know if they literally is like meant to be derogatory of this whole arc about, you know, people don't like it because, well, in their eyes, maybe nothing of import happened here. Or maybe the gag is because of that Zorro line. I don't know. I don't know if it's another one of those meta jokes that it takes me a little while to catch on to, like the Soga King stuff, or something else altogether. Or, you know, genuinely, some people just simply don't like this arc and think nothing happened. Which I don't know how that could be the case. Just simply because we're fighting a warlord, man. Then you got all the Brook stuff. He's on your side now, right? Oh, well, he's still hammering away. Or did he not do it? He's just got a little fuzzy and distracted again. He was going to. There we go. I don't know, I said there we go. That's not good for us. Fuck this guy, man. Oh! Ah! Almost. Almost! I mean, the thing is, like, you can't kill Luffy, because otherwise you lose oars. You know, it's a little bit of the conundrum you find yourself in with your ability. Fuck. Damn, that episode flew by. You know, we started off with a little glimpse of what happened after everything with Zoro and Ryuma. And then we rewound to see the fight. And it was a really close fight. Zoro inched out just barely with one sword at that. Matched him blow for blow up until that point. But that last little ability set his body ablaze and he got him, you know, and, you know, he accepted it. The fact that he was playing with Brook the entire time is insane. Like that it was nowhere near as close as I thought it was initially, and definitely not how Brook thought it was initially when they were facing off. But he respected him enough that he gave him his sword, and Zoro you know, accepted. So he's finally got his replacement sword. I want to see what exactly did he say, because I just want to read that again. Because he said, "I wish we could have met while you were alive." You know, Brook's the first one to get his shadow back. Take your sword, but I'll pretend that our duel never happened. And there's no further explanation on that front. Because he feels ashamed because he lost. The fact that you feel ashamed proves that you are a swordsman both in mind and body, which you could have met when you're still alive. I think it's probably what I said, is that, you know, he got his sword. Like anybody who died long ago and left behind a relic, a keepsake or something like that, like his sword, for instance, you know, he's like, I'll take your sword. But, you know, as a swordsman or whatever, you know, you live this life, you're brought to life by ill means, you're beholden to this other entity altogether. And I think that to respect his memory in life, Zoro's like, don't worry, I'm not going to count this on your permanent record, on your scorecard of your life. So that, like, people when remember Ryuma, they only remember him up until his death, not this loss that he suffered post-mortem. That's going to be my interpretation of this, and I'm curious what everybody else's might be. Or maybe there's simply something I missed there. But I love the episode, man. Another great episode, man. We got oars to deal with. We got the Sanji dog, Penguin, and then we got Zorro here. We still got 3 Marios to deal with. Absalom's still out there. We haven't cut away to that yet. Then, of course, there's still Hogback and Moria, who we got to figure out how to even get to at this point. The Shadow's, like, keeping on guard pretty intently. Doing a good job at keeping Luffy at bay right now. But we'll see what happens, man. Let's get ready to hop into our final episode for this one, and that is 363. Here we go. I just saw that. I saw Sindri there live as we were fading out. Didn't see the title of the episode, though. I'm going to get backstory on her, maybe see what actually happened.
医者として本当に尊敬していた。ゾンビの研究だってそうだ。突然やってくるから、残された人たちにも言い損ねた言葉がたくさんあるはず。何年もなんて言わねえ。
Yeah.
死者の蘇生を研究しているというお前の言葉にやっぱりすごい医者だと思ったんだ。
Seeing what he's actually doing, though, is a different thing altogether. Oh.
金のためにオペはや見たくもねえ患者たちが次から次へひっきりなし世界中からやってくる。
Oh, that sucks. He did all these things, but it was not for the any righteous reason. Oh God. Oh, fuck this guy. This is definitely one of those don't meet your heroes moments. Oh God, Chopper is getting fired up. Yeah. Yep. They're not alive.
ひどいこと言うじゃねえか。目の前で動いているこいつらを見て生きてねえだと。ああ、そうだ。
Moving and alive are two different, very different things.
生命を否定する意味がどこにある。見ろ。
Whoa, what the fuck?
その床を舐めろ、シンドリー。ホグバック様。
Oh my God. Dude, level this guy.
あの部屋を見たんだったな、ドクトルチョッパー。
Yeah, what is all of this about? Did she like reject him? And I'm still thinking he killed her just so he could get her to be his property like this.
あれは俺の部屋だ。俺は長い間彼女に惚れ込んでいた。
Oh yeah, that is so what happened.
その美貌は国中の男どもを魅了していた。
So fucked up, dude. Holy hell.
はい、できましたよ、先生。
完全にボタンをつけてもらっちまうとは。
いいんですよ。
He was like even a vampiric even back then.
ありがとうございました。
Or maybe she did die of an accident, but then, you know, it's still a way to make her his. Oh, was she already taken? Oh God, what did he do to him? Oh, he couldn't handle the rejection, getting everything else in his life. Dude, this guy is disgusting. Okay, he had nothing to do with the accident then. At least, it seems.
そしてその奇跡的な能力によって勝ちさせることを条件に俺はこの船に乗った。
Oh, right. It's Gecko's ability that actually brings them back. Is it her body and some rando's shadow then? Or can you steal the shadow of a corpse? This is some nightmarish shit right here, dude. See, what was the point with doing all this extra shit to her? Her body seemed pretty okay. And she's not going to be a fighter, so why did he make alterations to her? Why has she got these stitches all over her? Seems unnecessary unless they were modifications he wanted. Whatever. Fuck, I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, the fuck is that? It's got to do something with the... Well, he didn't care about her at all, just her beauty. What the fuck is the plates thing? Is that just the shadow that was instilled into her? Yeah. Fuck him up. Beat his ass. Yep. In fact, her bodies, all these bodies are being defiled like this is fucked up. I guess making her improved in order to do shit like this might have been part of why he did it. I don't know. Fuck this guy. Kick his ass. Fucking, ow, kill him. Turn him into a zombie. Make him eat it. And there we go. There it is. I wonder if, I don't know. I wonder if you can appeal to any part of them that maybe is in there. No, you haven't. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Oh. We got reactions out of everybody. The hell? The fuck? Almost. But we were able to actually get through there for a second. Or something happened. Oh! That was close. At least some of their personality is still in there, like this. Yeah. That's more powerful than Sanji's love of women, apparently. It's his detestment for Zoro. Oh my god. This is great. Damn. Yes! Now just break his neck. And now they think one another is our pests. Oh, you fucked up. They're obeying. Just wasn't specific enough. Yep. Sew his mouth shut. What? Oh, I know what she's trying to do. They are going to hear it and jump out. He's an idiot, but well played. Now shut his mouth before he can say anything else. What's with this music change? Hell yeah. Well played. And now it's just y'all. She's not listening anymore. Is she actually back? Oh. Interesting turn of events right here, man. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, I don't think we're going to be lucky enough to mothership this. I think we're actually going to have to defeat all of these Marios before we actually dish it out properly with Moria. Fun, fun, fun. Interesting. I love this, like, debate, this philosophical back and forth between Hogback and Chopper during this. Like, their points, their doctorhood, their different looks of it. Like, him being the exact opposite of Hiruluk and the way he was taught medicine. You know, it's all about, he was just doing it for the renown, the power. He was a genius. He never appreciated what came from it all. You know, he all of it came easy. He was talented. He was smart. Like he said, he was a genius at it all. Things that local quacks couldn't take care of, he could. And he just used it to gain resources, wealth, power. And then, you know, he had this love and infatuation of this star and tried to declare his love for her, got rejected. You know, the first thing that his wealth and renown couldn't just get him. You know, she was already engaged to someone else, and then I guess she just happened to slip and die. So it was an accident. I seriously would not have been surprised if he had done it himself. And then, stricken with grief, later went to go, you know, joined Gecko Moria to use his ability to bring her back to life, powered with the shadow, because we know he prepares the bodies, does what he needs to do to the bodies. But it's the shadows that actually do the reanimation. And I guess this plate thing has to come from whatever shadow was put in her. Makes you wonder, like, what the what's the source of the racism towards Usopp when they first arrived here, though? Is something interesting of note, but you know, it is an echo of the shadow and seemingly very little of the originating life in there whatsoever. Then you have some weird cases like Ryuma, who remembered a little bit more of himself. Even like Sanji and Zoro's and Oars here all have a little bit of an echo, a little bit of a memory of their time as the Straw Hats. But Zoro's remembers his living name, Jigoro. We haven't heard any of the other ones, at least if we have, I don't remember. It's really interesting how much, and I mean, she even answers to Sindri, but that could have been a name given to them by them. I don't know. I wonder how much of that. It's like they're competing of sorts. Like they're there, but they're not. You know, they have to obey. That's something we learned. But Chopper was actually able to reach out because they weren't treating them like people. Maybe that's part of the problem, is he was never treating her like a person. He even said it wasn't even the personality that he really cared about. It was her beauty. You know, he was drawn in by both initially, but the thing he cares about the most is the beauty. Like the fact that she didn't come back as herself didn't bother him anything, but he brought her back so he had this thing he could ogle at and have on his beck and call, obey him without doubt or opposition, so that he can have what he was denied previously. He's accustomed to getting his way and getting anything and everything that he wants. And the one time he didn't, he had a little piss party about it. So him making her lick the floor, him humiliating her and defiling her in all of these ways is just horrific. But when Chopper was like calling into her humanity about what her family might think, what, you know, the people that love her are feeling or would feel about her current situation, she froze. She couldn't take any more orders, and she is crying. Her heart is even beating now. I like this idea of like reanimation versus actually being alive. You know, it's almost like a difference in reanimating the dead versus resurrecting the dead. Those are two very different things. Reanimate just means you're bringing the body back to life. You know, the brain could be dead, the muscles could move. It's like pumping electricity into the nerves and getting them firing again, getting the body moving again. You know, they are husks around, but like how much of, if there's nothing of the person in there, you didn't bring anything back except meat that can move. And that's what Chopper was saying. Like to Hogback is just like, oh, I brought back the dead. And he did nothing. It's all Gecko, really. Nothing he did actually accomplished anything except makes the zombie stronger for the resurrection portion. And you know, it's just, I don't know though. Now we're seeing like this, where Chopper was actually able to pierce through the veil and to call out to her on the inside. She's crying, her heart's beating, and she's not listening. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to be something we could utilize or weaponize against the other Marios, or if this might be a soul thing for her. I don't know. I'm kind of interested in see where this is going to go. But I love this, like, again, this push and pull between Chopper and Hogback, and learning that, you know, his hero, this idol that he's looked up to, is a absolute vile piece of shit. And that was enough for Chopper to go into action and like really, because that's like questions his entire philosophy is on why he's a doctor and all this, for somebody like that to be this held up and regarded and all that, and he doesn't care at all about the craft, about the people he's trying to help, or why he became a doctor to begin with. You know, it's just like, you know what, this guy's got to go down. I gotta beat some ass, and beat some ass. I hope he does, but he's also so dumb that he got tricked by Robin into sending the others careening off the ledges, out of the fight, at least for now. So he's here with them and Sindri by themselves. But during that span of time, Oars is here. I mean, Luffy's going to have to fight him, but like, right now, Luffy can't even get around Gecko's shadow. So are we going to have to defeat him as a group, maybe? Because I'm well past this point of where I think we're going to be able to beat him to free all the zombies. I don't think that's going to happen in that order. I think we're going to actually have to fight our way through some of them, at least some more of them, before we actually can do that. I think we might have to take them on as a crew. I don't know. I don't know if Luffy right now can get around that defense alone, at least. Maybe not. Or hell, maybe with Oars here, he might be able to lure and bait and kite Oars into helping him in a way. They're not bright. I mean, hell, get him in the blast radius of one of his Gatling punches. Maybe he can do some damage that he can't. Maybe he can be able to use Oars against Moria. I mean, he's huge, man. He'd have to get well out of the battlefield to not be within prime range of collateral damage. Like AoE hit by anything that he might do, you know? Or Luffy could use him as a shield if he's not going to attack or do anything that might harm his master. Might be able to use proximity to Moria as like some sort of shield, maybe. And I wonder if that fall... I mean, the zombies can't die unless they're purified. So that fall's not going to do anything to the Sanji and Zoro ones. They'll probably just get back up. So we're not really done with them. Sanji still, we haven't come back to Sanji yet after that whole thing with Absalom. We still got to deal with all that. I don't think we finished that fight. I can't remember. Did we finish that fight, or is we still got to cut back to that fight? I honestly can't remember now if we actually ended that fight or not. Anyway, we'll figure it out when we get back around to it. But a solid set of episodes, man. A lot to think about, a lot to ponder, a lot of fun stuff happened this time around. A big old win for Usopp as well. I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him. Anyway, guys, what did you think? How did you feel about these episodes? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. Or if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Lily Chenson, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Ridley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, and Amy Beckett. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues I'm going to take care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I'm going to give a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do what we do over here to keep on keeping on through all the copyright claims, the strikes, the changes in the YouTube algorithm, and just getting help with editing, you know, because I am just one guy over here. So getting some help with the editing through like Prepper and stuff like that, it's because of this that I'm able to do that, cover as much as we do. So you guys really help out a lot, because at the end of the day, I want to bring as much as I can to you guys here on YouTube, because without y'all, we wouldn't be here. Love you guys. But that's this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.